The number one movie at the box office right now is Terrifier 3. Probably the most horrifying, most gruesome, bloody slasher horror movie that we have seen in a long, long time. At least that's what most people are saying about it. I haven't seen it personally myself yet. I think I may be going to see it tomorrow. But I'm very interested to see because a lot of people walked out of this movie nauseous and throwing up and passing out and like all this stuff. Like, wow. Guess I'll have to find out for myself. But I watched the first couple movies. The first one I didn't love. Although, kind of hot take. I think I actually like the first one better than the second one. But I'm very interested for this third one because it's like a Christmas theme, so that's great. But even despite my mixed feelings on the movies, the one unanimous point that I can make with these films is Art the Clown is a great slasher villain slash character. That's just the best part of the movies is just watching Art the Clown just make all those weird faces and like mime all this random stuff. It's really fascinating. And of course that is due to the performance of David Howard Thornton, who brings this character to life. And actually has a background of miming as well. So that's pretty cool. He's a great actor, from what I've seen in these movies. He also played the Grinch in the Grinch horror movie, which I'm also going to watch actually tonight. So there's that. But clearly his star is, on the rise, which I think is great. He totally deserves the recognition. And I'm really interested to see if he starts getting other acting roles and parts in larger Hollywood now after this performance, especially because, Terrifier is a low budget. Well, it started out as basically fan films, but now they've just gone to such a level of stardom. We'll see. But in a recent interview, he was recently asked about, joining a cinematic universe or like other acting roles, and his dream role is to play the Joker in the DCU. There's an interview with him I saw originally on TikTok, so you can go check it out for yourself, where he actually in the moment does a whole impression of the Joker, and at the end is like, James Gunn, put me in, coach, and like it's great. And I mean, just on first glance, it's the obvious connection of like, oh, he plays Art the Clown, why not have him play another clown? He would be great as the Joker. Which just like performance wise, I think, yeah, he could totally pull off the Joker. I think that would be great. We only, the only real issue with it, I think, is just the fact that we don't know if we're going to see the Joker anytime soon in the DCU. I kind of highly doubt we will. I doubt the Joker will be in Brave and the Bold, especially after the disappointment and just like huge loss of money from Joker Folie à Deux. I doubt we're going to see the Joker anytime soon on the big screen. So that's a little unfortunate, but when we eventually do, I could totally see David Howard Thornton in the role. He's a bit older, but we also know we're going for a bit of an older Batman in the DCU as well. So there's that to take into consideration. And honestly, one of my biggest selling points in this is just how cool of a story this would be and how big of a full circle moment this would be. Because Howard Thornton actually started out playing the Joker in fan films on YouTube, and now he's headlining a movie that is making more money than the official Warner Brothers released Joker film. And as this tweet says right here, that's really inspiring. The fact that Terrifier 3 is number one domestically, beating Joker 2, that is kind of insane, but it's really, really cool. And actually you can go on David Thornton's YouTube channel and look at videos of him doing the monologue from The Killing Joke and other different iconic Joker scenes from, as you can see here, over 13 years ago, him doing these videos, and he sounds great. That was one of the things I was slightly concerned about when I first saw this. I was like, okay, obviously I've only seen him as Art the Clown. Art the Clown doesn't talk. What does David Howard Thornton even sound like? He's very, I mean, to be fair, especially looking at videos like this where he's dressed up as his Joker, it does come off as very cosplay. and fan film, but I think there's potential to be something more. I do think his take on the Joker would be very extremely comics accurate, which is something I've been dying for years, because like I love Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. I love Heath Ledger's the Joker, personally. Bit of a hot take. I think his Joker's a little overrated. I don't love it as much as most people do, but I would love to see a much more comics accurate take on the Joker, specifically for the DCU. And David Howard Thornton has that laugh down and a voice that is very similar to Mark Hamill, which obviously I think most people will agree is the best Joker and is just that staple of the Joker being brought to life through film and television. So David Howard Thornton, I think, would be a great Joker for the DCU. Again, will it happen? I kind of doubt it, but I think it would be really cool. And again, he's given great performances in the Terrifier films, and I just love to see him get more work outside of that, roles where he can actually talk. I think that would be really, really cool. But guys, obviously, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about David Howard Thornton as the Joker of the DCU? Is this a casting you want to see made? Do you think we'll even see the Joker anytime soon in the DCU? And if we do you like David Howard Thornton, or do you have a different actor in mind? Of course, as you probably saw last week, I did some videos fan casting some of the Justice League members and heroes of the DCU. Later this week, I am doing a fan casting of DCU villains, so stay tuned for that. The Joker will be featured that. So I have some other ideas for the Joker also, so stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that stuff. But for now, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I keep up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.